Hey ladies, Cassidy here with Cassidy's Timeless Creations. I'm here today to show a junk journal I started working on yesterday. I have been in a creative funk where I could not come up with anything to make in a while. Once I did Jenny Heff's Easter basket and our swap, I did some of my best work for her swap, and I've been having trouble coming up with something else to do. And I was getting frustrated. So yesterday, I went through my scrap bin. I took out all of my scrap paper along with some of my jelly prints that were sent to me in a swap and some other like monoprint stuff. And I kind of just threw something together just to create something with the hopes of having some inspiration come to me. And I do think that it is a good journal. I worked really hard, so it is very chunky, so I have the sewn in pamphlet stitch. This was actually really hard to sew in. One of my eyelets actually came out because this is so thick. So I wouldn't recommend using something like this unless you have bigger holes. I had this smaller eyelets in there. I'll show you what size I had. If I would have had bigger ones, I probably wouldn't have had a problem. So I had these teeny tiny ones. So that was a mistake on my part, but it still turned out good. And I only lost one eyelet, so that's not bad. And then I tied a piece of ribbon onto here for my closure, and I have it connected to just one of the clip holder things. And then this is made out of a Sour Patch Kids box, and I just put some deli paper or a jelly print over it. And then, like I said, I took a lot of scraps. Like this was a flip book that I had started making and I wasn't happy with a while ago, and I had it in my scrap bin, so I took it and I threw it in here. So a lot of this is just scraps. You can see that there's paint on it from my art journaling. I have a little paper bag there. Cards that were sent to me are in here. And then again, you can tell like these are scraps because they're all ripped and torn, just places to kind of write on. And then that's paper clipped in there, but you can see that was a card that was sent to me. I was playing with some modeling paste and it ended up on a piece of paper, so I made it in here. A lot of this is just stuff that I had, like I said, laying around. This is stuff full of stuff that you can write on. And this was an envelope that I was going to send out in a flip book, and so that's why it says mail tag, and it just never made it to the flip book that I had created it for. It didn't fit. Okay, I don't know why that has writing there. All right. And then some more paper. And I left a lot of things plain just because this is so like, there's so many different elements to it. I didn't want to add a lot of stuff and then it's not going to fit together. It would look like there was 5,000 themes set in here, so I just kind of left everything as is because a lot of my papers were painted anyway. And then in this little pocket I have a ton of these Week at a Glance papers. Another one of those. The other half of that flip book that I wasn't happy with, and I glued a pocket in here. It says, "You are my silver lining," and that's also another flip. You can write on it, you can put pictures on it, whatever you want. And then here, what group was it? I want to say it was the Scrapping Sisters group. A lady had shared how she put or decoupaged a napkin over a book page, and I went with it. I loved it. I did it slightly different than she did. I used Mod Podge instead of the glue that she did, but it still worked out. And that's my daughter in the background laughing. And I really love the way that looks. And then I had taped it to another page so that I could fit it in the book. We just have some graph paper to write on. And then in here we have a mini notebook that I had put in a, that's coming apart. This is exactly why it didn't make it into the pocket letter that I had made, because it was coming apart. But it's good to go in here, and I can just fix that later if I want to. So there's that. Another card that was sent to me. I really love this card. And then here, this was the back of that Diva card, and I glued a piece of paper here so that you didn't see the message that was written on the card. And then inside, I just have some little note paper. And then here we have, these are from the Mother Goose journaling cards. I don't remember who they're by, but they're journaling cards, and they're called Mother Goose. The rest of the graph paper. And here's the other napkin that I decoupaged. I really like this napkin and the peacock one that I did. They're like two of my favorite napkins that I use all the time. And then here I just paper clipped a tag here to write on. And then in here I have a ton of these, just kind of journaling. You can journal on the back of them, make lists, whatever you want. And then there's the back. So that is what I came up with in a creative block, and hopefully it gives me some more inspiration. Have a nice day, ladies. Bye.